Peter, you're homeless. No, you're not homeless, but how come you've
I am.
Oh, you are. How come you've got a Ben's t-shirt?
Someone gave me it, actually, to tell you the truth. I had to think about that, but yeah, someone gave me the bench t-shirt.
Let's zoom in on it. How much would it be to buy?
This one's £65.
Right.
But normally I sleep on a bench,
Right.
which is a bit different.
So what's happened since in the last half hour?
The last half hour, the police came along and took 2 cans of beer off me, which I paid for, but they took them off me. But it does state in this week's Argos, which is a Brighton paper, not to take cans of beer off of people. The police have been told not to take alcohol off of young people.
Can I interrupt you? I want to ask you a question. Could you explain to the viewers when you beg what you do about Buddhist chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo?
Well, sometimes I beg and I use, because I am Buddhist, I chant how do I explain it to the viewers? I'm Nichiren Daishonin.
Wow, really?
Buddhism.
Really?
Yeah, I believe in Nichiren Daishonin's
Wow.
Buddhism. So yeah, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is our chant, and we believe that all good things and passed around, like you would say. How do I explain it? What is it? The average person would call it. What goes around comes around.
Right.
You know.
Have you noticed what happens when you're begging and you chant? Is there any difference between chanting and begging and not chanting and begging?
When I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, yeah, I get extra money, but I don't want to put that across because people might think go out and do that and abuse Buddhism, and Buddhism is not there to be abused.
Wow. So some people, to be honest, some people would say that you're begging, you chant, you get money, you blow it on heroin or alcohol that you're abusing. But what would you say?
I do blow it on heroin, I do blow it on alcohol. I'm not gonna say that I don't, but I do have an alcohol addiction. I do have a heroin addiction. Yeah.
But you don't feel you abuse. You're just are you taking care of yourself?
I'm taking care of myself, yeah, as you can see, you know. I'm not, I'm not like big bearded up and like dirty fingernails. Well, I have got some dirty fingernails, but I'm not your average type of rucksack on the back, falling about, steaming drunk. I keep away from all that, and I look after myself. I shower every day, I wash every day, I scrub my nails, and yeah, you know, and I keep my religion, and yeah, and I've got a nice little girlfriend who actually is
This is going to go on camera, Peter, so careful.
Yeah, I've got a girlfriend who is high up in a company.
Yes.
Shall we say? She works high up in a company, not far from this location.
Well, you're quite an inspiring person then. You're homeless and you're a Buddhist and you chant and you take care of yourself. Quite inspiring, I would say.
I try my hardest.
You've survived a lot, I guess.
Try my hardest. I've gone through a lot in the last couple of years. My mum and dad died. We got through that. And yeah, just it's for there. It can only go up. It can't go down. As Yaz says, the only way is up.
Who's Yaz?
She was an old pop type guru singer, you know. The only way is up.
You might want to say no to this, Peter, but I think it'd be helpful. But could I focus on your lower body, or do you want to keep the camera up?
No, you can focus, yeah, on the...
Okay, I'm going to show Peter's leg. I'm going to show Peter's legs now, which is covered in scabs. Can you say why your legs are covered in scabs, Peter?
It
might be a shock for some viewers, but Peter's a good man. He doesn't care.
Years ago, I was a heroin user, and I used to use in these areas here. and they've come back with a vengeance, as you can see. This is my left leg. If you look at my right leg, I used to use in these locations here, these areas here.
And you haven't jacked up there for a while?
No, because I use my groin. I do use my groin these days.
So you jack up in your groin?
Jack up in my groin. If you don't mind, I'll show you my groin. I'll show you
Better
what
not.
I use. I won't show you. No, I'll tell you what.
No, don't, because the YouTube won't accept it. The YouTube would.
But it's not. There'll be no derogatory.
No, but they wouldn't put it on, Peter.
Right, no problem. Yeah. But yeah.
So you've survived a lot then, Peter. You're a real survivor.
Yeah, and I'm taking amoxicillin at the moment and stuff to get rid of all this business. You know what I mean?
Right, show the camera.
I'm on this at the moment, 70 milligrams a day. The government give me this, 70 milligrams a day of this methadone, and which does help.
Oh, is that methadone?
Yeah.
Wow.
It does help, but yeah.
Okay.
Shall we just say yeah?
Yeah.
You know.
And just tell the story. Can you tell the viewers the story behind your current cigarette? How you got that?
This cigarette?
Yes.
I picked the butts up off the ground, I rolled it, and I actually found this packet that some little hippies have left over there. I picked the skins up and I was rolling it. As I was rolling it, 3 police officers came over and taken my last 2 beers off me and poured them out just over there.
Right, I'm going to turn the camera around, Peter, because I want to interview myself.
No problem.
So I'm Stephen. I'm Peter's friend. I've known Peter for years. Can I be honest, Peter?
Yes.
So I met Peter when he was begging round my area. We got chatting, both from Glasgow, both born on in the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to ask Peter a question. Peter, do you know lots of people that have died through drug addiction?
I know about 20 to 29, 30, about 20, 30 people have died in the last year.
Shit, really?
Alone, the last year alone.
And your family background in Glasgow, was there a lot of drugs involved?
When I left Paisly, there was 12 people. 12 of my good friends had died.
Shit, really?
Of overdoses.
Shit.
Yeah. That's not counting them. And
Wow.
what I've just said, that's not counting them.
Because Brighton's got a very high big problem as well.
Yeah. Well, that's not counting them. When I left Scotland, 12 or 13 of my good friends that I went to school with had died of overdoses or overdose related. They hung themselves.
Shit.
They committed suicide.
Shit,
you know.
really?
My good friend, my best friend in the whole world, hung himself on Boxing Day, and 96 I think it was, 95, 96, hung himself anyway.
Shit. Well, just to finish on I'm going to show me and Peter together, so just to finish on a positive note, hold on a minute, here we are, me and Peter, best of mates. Alright.
How you doing?
So what's our motto, Peter? Onwards and upwards.
Our motto is Fergusly Park.
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards.